This weekend, DSAL, the amateur league for Shadowverse, where the Japanese teams and Team Revelation fight out to see which one is the best, has started its 10th season. And the first week it was just a practice match to confirm participation from the teams, since this is the last expansion of Shadowverse, and after that we'll be moving on to Worlds Beyond. So I wasn't playing this time, but my teammate Saturn, that you might know from his Twitch channel, link probably here and in the description, was playing pure Necromancy Shadow. It's pretty close to the list that I got Grandmaster with, the main difference being the Death Door opens. I'm not really a fan of this card in the end. It's a bit random what it gets you back. It just gives you things to discard for Mint and Elena. But occasionally in the late game, if it gives you back Viscaria, it can have a pretty good impact. So during this practice match, Saturn had played 2 games, 1 win and 1 loss, and he asked me to review this. So I'm doing a small surprise to him. We are doing this in video right now, so let's jump into the games. So this first opponent is Dragon, which could be Big Dragon or maybe Valdane, I'm not really sure. I think it was close list for the practice match. Alright, so this mulligan is going first, so there's no really point in copying Isonia, so you can just full throw. Yep, okay. Okay, and you got Aina for a start, pretty okay. So there you can just play Aina. You can play maybe Elena, discard Hellfire and Luna Doll in turn 3. But you prioritize the high cost card, the less flexible one. Oh. Actually, with this Ireland draw, since Ireland is kinda slow, he's going first and he's not going to get the draw instead of recovery anyway. I think I would prefer to go Ireland and Aina for a second time. But then, I guess it kinda creates problem because then he only has 1 boss space to work with. Now, I think this is going Elena is actually correct, because you're playing Luna. Oh yeah, but it's the same in terms of boss space. But you get the drone now, which gives you a better chance to get the -5 draw 2 spell to make some boss space. The problem is that now this Iron is kinda there, it's not going to be played. You cannot discard it for Elena, sadly, or for Mint. So it's one card I like to play as early as possible, even if I cannot play the Aina right after. Yeah, this is tricky. Normally, if you're playing against a board matchup, it's not that big of a difference. You're just going to want to Aina for the ward and you know they're going to remove it. But since this looks like a slow deck, they passed on 2. Maybe the Luna line is more correct. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. I see the idea. I guess there are not many ways to banish to make sure you don't get the 2 draws. It's just that they're not going to play any AoE, so if they play a follower, you have the agency to go Apple Elena trade yourself. So I'm not a big fan of playing Apple B4. But we'll see if it has an impact. Okay, so ramping. Still not much info, sadly. There you get the recovery. Oh, and third Aina, a bit unlucky. You'd like to keep Luna, but it's your only way to have a board space for next turn. If you just play Aina, and they keep on board locking you, and you're not doing anything. I think in close lists, you play Luna there. Yeah, tricky. Okay, but they play a follower. Okay, so Irma is only playing Big Dragon, so now we have the info. Going to trade. Now we can manually trade the Elena, cool. Oh, but 3 ramps. That's a bit scary. Okay, Night Terror is drawn. Second Elena, she can discard the Aina, but no Mint. Okay, so priority there is to check if you draw Mint. Oh. Okay, yeah. I think I would have saved my PP by trading into the Irma. I don't think that damage matters this much at this point, but still okay. But we didn't find any mints. I would have liked to see that recovery played before, just to make end space, since you're going to draw so much. Okay. Oh. Oh, he's same things in like this. I think if you just wanted to empty the end, it's better to just throw the recovery, and then maybe you can trade roly-poly. That's why I prefer trading Elena into Irma first, not spending the PP on night on the draw 2 spell, because then you get the option to Isonia and you still have 2 PP to play Mint. No, it's not an option. You have to accept that there's no mint this turn. You don't have any point in playing Luna. If you're preparing to... You just want to continue draw, hope that you mint on turn 6. And if you can't, you just want to make as many shadows as possible to have 20 shadows for Lubel. So what does it do? Yeah, then Aina works for making shadows. But play your recovery! You don't need it. You have enough draws actually. Okay, yeah, Rolla, they just reset the states. So no really point in evoing face against them. Overdraw Night Terror, at least it's not mint. Yeah, now this is tricky. There is the option to Lubel, make a shadow, and devo Lubel, but then you have to deal with this ward. It doesn't even have any payoff yet for 20 shadows. The other problem is that if you just leave the Rolla alive, there can be Relic Dragon, the 7 damage AoE, or Celestial Worm God. Like any turn that Dragon is going to do is gonna be good. It's not going to be lethal, but it's gonna be very hard to recover from, so you kinda want to kill this Rolla. I don't see any play like Hellfire and Elena. Elena cannot see Evo to banish it, sadly. Yeah, only see a Lubel play that could remove the Rolla. Let's see what he did. Yeah, and that's why I don't want you to play Death Door, because it makes you want to gamble. It makes you want to just check what's in the draw, but if you look at your destroyed, like, none of this is an answer to the Rolla, none of this is instant draw, so if there were 0 cost, why not? But they're not going to help you. So if it's not in your deck, you don't have this temptation to just pay 1 for potentially nothing. Okay, he did make the shadows for Lubel, I guess. Yeah, Lubel trade is more effective like this. You don't get the storm, but at least you traded. And now he plays the recovery. I would have preferred you to actually trade all your Faunas, then play recovery, because right now your end is pretty much dead, and you get the occasion to fill it with Ainas, which are not helpful for you in any way. Whereas if you trade it all first, then you play recovery, you have 8 in hand, and you can get a useful draw next turn. This recovery should have been played like turns ago, sadly. Oh, okay, at least it's making an end space since you're discarding 1 Aina. Okay. Okay, they just set up the Worm Goddess. Oh, Mint is finally there, okay. So, I guess Mint, Bury Aina, Evo. And you could try to save the Lubel. Just trade Mint and Hellfire, maybe play Luna. And try to draw into Atema or Viscaria. Make sure that you can actually do stuff on their next turn. Ideally, you want to play the Luna's Doll if possible. They'll maybe play the Dragon that gives you +2 cost to all of your hand. So you want to have like kind of delayed draws, but don't get affected by the cost up. Oh, and the twins. Not sure about that, because if you have a next turn, you have Luna that's going to recover and put you back at 2 Evos. And if they Evo, you finally have twins that draw 2 for 1. So I think Aina is more useless in this situation. Because the wards, they don't truly help against Big Dragon. They have enough ways to put their storm at the same time as they deal damage. So yeah, Hellfire, plays the doll, alright. No, it's a bit late sadly because they are really set up. They got their 4 realms, so it's the kind of games that are hard to win against Big Dragon. Lolly Dragon, so they're pushing for a lot. Oh, okay, they just got OTK. Alright, alright. So, difficult game, you didn't get mint early, and they got 4 realms into all of this OTK thing. But I think you could have managed your hand better. Alright, now it's Blood, so likely Wrath. And this is a favor matchup. I said it in my video on should you play Machina or Necromancy Shadow. But Necromancy is a better matchup into Wrath actually. This hand, don't need a TM. If you're going first, you don't keep Izunia, so just keep Aina. Oh, okay. Was he second? Oh, he was second. Okay, okay, makes sense. Alright, there you can Elena. I guess the best card would be the Apollo at this point. Maybe you can discard Night Terrors actually, and you'll just put the apple on Roly-Poly or Elena. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I like this. Okay, pretty slow block pact. Can just play Elena, nice. There's no real big threat of Elena getting removed now, so you can freely get the apple. So they do their timer turn. Really, really broken card. Oh, and they hit the wall, okay. So if they're good, they're going to attack Elena. Okay, they're not good. So is this one position where Death Door is good actually? Sadly right now, your only way to kill the timer is to spend 4 Necromancy for Hellfire. And since we're having a slow start, only 3 Wrath I guess? Or 4? Yeah, only 4. You kinda want to kill it to make sure that they have to actually make efforts to reach it. So something like Apple and Hellfire. And maybe play Luna? Who am I kidding? He's just going to play Death Door. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, good. Oh, he was looking for another way to deal 1 damage. Yeah, but there's not in this deck. Not this early. Unless you draw Sun and Moon, you had no way. So... Oh, it decides to leave the timer. Okay, let's see the consequences it has. Yeah, one thing. Oh, they don't have any twins. Okay. Wow. Okay, so their hand must be something like 5 PP spells and chimeras. We know 1 Orias. Okay, they got a pretty bricky hand, sadly for them. Maybe we can just do the Go Seconds things. So, Asuka Shiri, maybe Zunia if we don't find Mint. Sadly, we waste a bit of the heal, but since we're so slow, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, we found the Mint. So, now we are just aiming for the kill on turn 5 with Bluebell. And make sure that they don't heal too much. Maybe you can even leave the timer alive, actually. Okay, not taking any risk. Yeah, I guess leaving Elena alive is fine, since they're going to want to evolve Urias anyway. They could have evolved Elena for the banish, if they wanted to do that. Yeah, okay, just Bricken. Face, they are 10. Night Terror, yeah, that's lethal. Alright. This one was not too hard. At least you played the card draw in the right order, I guess. And after that we got like 2 Vizcaya, another Lubel, so even if it was a longer game, you look like you had the advantage. And that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the review. Maybe we'll be doing this for other archetypes as the DSAL season goes on. Thank you Saturn for the replays. Go check his Twitch channel if you don't already know him. He has pretty good music taste. And I'll see you all later. Bye bye!